Mama, dirty the roads that I've traveled.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. On first down, Rodgers. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, where y'all going?
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's a strong running. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Adams. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sheldon Richardson forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to north. Jumbo!
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Ioannidis getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
All right.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. The connection made. It's Graham. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Jumbo! 319.
shotgun now for Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll come out in the pistol. The carry here for the big tight end. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And Crosby puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hit the product oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Back there, Philly. Here we go.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw here. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go, come on.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on second down. Rodgers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here.
Let's go, come on.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Crosby puts it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They start the second half with a run by Geis. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll set up the throw, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Taken in at the 11. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Blue 58. Blue 58.
Now Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get at the 7-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll give it to him up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll get it up the middle, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
319!
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Preston Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's J.K. Scott now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And the Packers pick it up.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Here's Rodgers. And throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post, that's going to help him in contract time. For that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. On first down, this is Geis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It gets it over the middle of the column. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, that's Thompson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down of the yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Now let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The 20. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And Davis with it left side. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now the Redskins, if they hit the PAT, they will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
319.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey. 458 to Honor.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 626.
He'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They give it off here to the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Box it.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw. That's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The give is to Jones. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Crosby with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Crosby on now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.